Hello everyone, so I have a pretty cool video here which was shared last night. Originally, this was shared as a Ukrainian Mig-29 on a low-level attack mission, but the Ukrainian uploaded Telegram post has been shared and translated, and this is actually a pilot trying to avoid an approaching missile. I would have played it without sound, but music has been added to it. So whilst it plays, I'm just going to read the statement which was shared. So it says, I turned onto the combat course and the Russian bastard caught me, launching a missile from 45 kilometers. The rest you can see in the video. I'm receiving commands from the ground about where the missile was and where the aircraft illuminating me is located relative to me. Then, some light maneuvers. You can see above how easily the G-load changes at that speed. It's very interesting footage and pretty cool to see. You can see the pilot is making short, sharp turns here to force the missile to change its course and burn off energy to prevent the chance of a missile from reaching him. The MiG-29 has a range of up to 150 kilometers. I'm not sure if the pilot here also detected the Russian fighter and the approaching missile, but he does mention that he is getting information from the ground. So there's a Ukrainian radar in the area tracking the Russian aircraft and the approaching missile's flight and giving advice and guidance to the Ukrainian pilot here. It would be pretty cool to hear the radio communications and have those translated as well, see what they're actually saying. The video also says that the missiles launched at about 45 kilometers. Ukrainian jets usually launch their glide bombs from around 20 kilometers or more from the front lines. So this Russian jet here was a bit closer than expected. Now, considering the low altitude of the MiG here, it very likely was carrying out bombing runs against Russia, as Ukraine does carry out these at low altitude like this. I don't know though whether the MiG carried out its bombing run and was engaged on its return, or if the launch of a missile forced the MiG to abandon its attack run and head for safety instead. Hopefully the former, and the MiG got its payload away and hit a Russian position. I don't know which type of missile was used here, but it did miss and the pilot and MiG did return to base. But it's a very cool video and shows some excellent flying and manoeuvring by the pilot. Given we don't see the deployment of flares or the missile go past, I'd guess that the MiG shook it off early and the missile lost the jet and just crashed somewhere. Now in the video, you can see a spot of pixelation. This could be because of one of two things. Either the MFD display, which will be pixelated to avoid showing radar information, including potentially other Ukrainian aircraft in the air and Ukrainian SAM positions, or it could be navigation display, so it may show waypoints on it and where Ukrainian jets fly and that sort of thing. But it's been pixelated to stop the Russians from getting any ideas from it. Now, I do have a geolocation for you. Not the exact route the MiG took, but about 20 seconds into the video, the pilot goes past the red building here, giving some ideas as to where this was. So the MiG was heading west as shown. This is in Zaporizhzhia region. Here, zoomed out to be more specific. On deep states, this is about here, so given the direction it came from, this MiG had been supporting Ukrainian operations on the Eastern Front when it was engaged by the Russian missile. This is about 20 kilometers from the front lines, the MiG heading west, so it was fired at close from about maybe 18 or 19 kilometers from the front lines. So the Russian aircraft would have been operating about 20 kilometers from the front. I don't have an exact date for this, but this looks like a couple of months old, so it isn't recent. So that's it for this video. Before we finish, a quick mention about Leonid, a volunteer we raised money for a couple of weeks ago, who does evacuation work near the front line. A few days ago, his vehicle was attacked and destroyed by Russia in the clip playing now. Everybody got out okay, but the vehicle was destroyed, so he's doing a fundraiser to buy a new one. If anyone can help out, his donation information is in the description. Thanks very much, and take care, everybody.